You know the vibes, voice in my city, Mr. Attendance is right. Episode 2. Shay Baby.
Shay Baby.
We got company, Shay.
He's a... I don't even want to kill him
Shay,
like that.
We got company,
but
Shay.
that's a lot of bet. I want to say he's a 6-figure nigga. You know what I mean? But I don't want to kill him like that. You know what I mean? But yes, 6 figures. That's a lot of money
Shay.
to play for in 2 months, man.
Shay, let's talk about it. Episode 2. We got the King of New York, Mr. ADC Viola Fridge here.
That's right.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
But voice, I gotta say, you the man of the hour, cause you made this like a drink champs vibe. We got the drinks today. We got the rose.
I had to give my man Fridge his flowers, man.
100%. 6
Guess
figures.
what? I got the questions I'm gonna ask him, man. We gonna talk
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
Yeah, I know how you come to voice.
That's a
Boys,
fact.
I know what it is, man.
We're gonna talk about it.
With 2 of the dopest guys in New York. Yo,
Appreciate you, my
I
man.
fit the shit in my schedule, man, just because I know what y'all doing. Y'all moving up in life with what y'all doing, so I had to make time to be here. Let's get to it.
You know, we behind the lens, and shout out to my man For the Kill. He in the building. You know the
times.
vibes. PM here.
For the kill. Facts.
Yo, let's get right to it, Fridge.
Let's do it.
My first question is, how does it feel winning the biggest tournament in the tri-state, balling up in Harlem, 100,000?
Man, awesome. Still, we two months out, and it's a great feeling. Been around basketball my life. I tell a lot of people and a lot of players, people go a lot in their whole career never winning the championship.
Right.
From CYO through a little more structured, college, whatever, even to the street ball. So winning never gets old, but to win that much, I said this a lot of times on my Instagram, balling up in Harlem, the tournament, you guys, y'all shine so much light on our brand that not just from winning, but, you know, showing the love and how y'all ran the tournament, that winning the money just, it made it come together even better. So that was a lot of bread.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, y'all earned it, man. You know, the guys from DC,
Right.
you know, not gonna lie to you, if this was FanDuel, you know, a lot of people out in them streets would have took their money line.
Right.
Cause of what was happening the whole year. They was punching niggas. I ain't gonna lie, they was punching people. You know, they was catching it off. Like, you know, y'all was exciting too.
Right.
But everybody done seen y'all for years get busy.
That's a fact.
But see, have some guys we never seen before come to the hood and catch wreck.
Nah, you're right.
You know what I mean? But that's what was so epic about it. Because you couldn't let. You know what it would have been like if New York City went to DC? You see what happened in the 80s when niggas went to DC and tried to hustle down there.
That's a fact.
So imagine niggas down there trying to come down there with the basketball shit.
Yeah.
Same vibe.
Same vibe. They not letting us get out of there.
They're not letting us get out of there.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
Straight up.
So New York City, I know they was pushing for the Viola. But when it comes to that bread money line, you know what I mean? The numbers is what it is. Cause y'all would have been plus money.
You think so?
I think so. You know why? Because of the numbers of the points that they was blowing people out. They was punching people, B.
Right,
I only seen them
right.
play 3 times, and they was up by 30, 20 every time.
Nah, definitely a good
You know
ball
what I mean?
club. Definitely a good ball club. Really good ball club.
Good, but that's how you want to win.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't want to beat, back in the 80s, you want to beat the Pistons or the Bulls or the Celtics in the chip.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You beat Kevin Johnson and Chambers doing the pump from the foul line thing. You know, it is what it is. Those
Right.
guys was one and dones, you know, one
Right,
round
right.
and out of there.
Nah, you want the
You know what I
juggernaut,
mean?
for sure. You want the juggernaut.
So that's how you do it. Let's talk about it, boys. Let's get to it.
Talk it. Shout out to my man Trey. So they call you the King of New York, right?
Right.
What makes ADC Viola different from other teams in New York?
Great question, voice. Just the respect for the game. I know a lot of that comes from me as being the leader of the group, but you know, shit that we do is more respect for the game. But a lot of people in the city, they look at it like it's corny as far as working out.
I know what you talk
sticking
about, going to
together,
bed at 10 o'clock at
taking
night.
naps,
You know
and
what I'm
eating
saying?
right. You know,
I know what you talk about.
I'm a guy that, you know, put time in, you put your name in, and then also you put your finances in, you make it, so to say, your baby, and you go hard and you take care of it, and you know, treat it the best you can. And that's what we do with summer basketball. There's so much money involved. We sacrifice 7 weeks of the best time of the year, probably as far as weather, it probably is seeing people you fuck with when in the winter and all that, you don't really see everybody. So we gotta give it our all, and that's what makes us different. That along with, you know, having really great players that I know I'm gonna talk about a lot over this interview, and then having, you know, the best leader in the town, you mix that with respecting the game, it'd be hard to beat.
That's a fact. But you know, it also, you can either listen or you could be broke for the summer. Cause let's keep it real.
Come on,
You get
man.
a job.
Come on, Shane, baby, you ain't lying.
Come on, I'm a hustler.
You ain't lying.
You get a job, you're gonna make 60 to 75,000 a year. If that, maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
If you listen for 3 months, go to bed at 10 o'clock in the morning,
man.
you might get a chance to chill out for the
Come on,
next
man.
7 or 8.
That's a
Right.
fact.
No taxes, nothing.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right. Doing what you love. But see, it's funny, and you got into a topic organically, but I say this shit on the line. They think anything I'll say I'm trolling, but it's like I'm not counting no bread. The bread is out. It's public information that y'all giving out 280 whatever next year. We all know that. Why not take it serious?
Of course.
Like you said, the shit that a lot of us, and I say we to make it general, we busting our ass for ain't that to go hoop in Harlem while Rel on the mic. Like,
a fact.
you know what I'm saying? So. Like you said, you're not being smart. And again, I don't never like counting bread, but I'm in the culture. Big part of the culture. So I hear players or coaches, I'm giving them 200 a game. It's like, all right, let's say it's for that tournament, Bowling for Harlem, 5-game season, easy math, that's a band.
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all don't win. How does that, that shit not even close to this breakdown on a buck. And that's what it's like bad hustling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that shit going on in New York.
Okay, so basically you saying you wasting your money if you pick the wrong dudes that's not gonna listen to the system.
And that / the niggas taking the bread, you ain't smart. Why would you go fuck with somebody for 200 a game and got no chance of winning when you could be a part of something special? And I ain't talking about my group, just everybody should be feeling like they got a special group.
Right.
And be together and fuck that
You
bread,
paying
break
that
down the bigger
13,000.
bread at the end.
So you the summertime George Steinbrenner.
All that
You know
shit.
they shave
All
the
that
facial
shit.
hair and all that. You gotta go
All
to
that
bed 10
shit,
o'clock.
man.
Yo, it's for the bread.
Anything to win, man.
100%.
The right way though, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Anything to win the right way.
Let's talk about it. I was on the I've been on a couple of your lives lately. You know, I tap in. You had a conversation. You was like, we was talking. You was like, New York City basketball is dirt.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Just get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
And this is good, 'cause-
why do you feel New York City basketball is
Another,
dirt? Let's
you're
talk
on
about
you're
it.
on a roll, Ralph. Another good question, man. But
Let's talk about
it's more like a team thing. Obviously, there's some guys from certain teams that are good players, but as far as the summer basketball and how they operate
Right.
in this culture,
Right.
which even before all of this money, and I'm a little older, so I can speak on my era ending down, and I'm in this culture. We was going out in New York City and playing and doing this shit for free. Like it's just summertime New York City.
100%.
It's part of what we do. Like even if you don't hoop no more, you probably as a male figure, you was a part of that culture at one point.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how. it's all tricky, man, and just to answer it in a different way, we just really like to focus on what we do. And I say a lot of shit that just be strategic. You know what I'm saying? I want them to feel that I'm there. I learned 2 years ago in this culture what I say means something. It fucked me up. Like, damn, I ain't know if I say he sucks, he thinks he sucks. And now he's trying to prove to me that he don't suck. Instead of worrying about JC, JP, he's scoring and yelling at me. And I just use a lot of that shit to my strategy. So, and Rel's probably like doing bullshit, but like that's part of it.
You know what I
But
say?
at the same time,
they
I
act
really,
like strippers. They
I
go
really-
anywhere for some money. I
right,
tell you.
right. That's a fact. You said that.
Told you.
And another thing is too, it came with what Shay Baby talking about. We had 27, 26 New York teams, and y'all let a DC team. Like the percentage is low for an out of town team to make the trip. That's a big part why New York is dirt. Like that lets some. Come on, bro.
Well, I mean, I don't want to kill him and say dirt, but yeah, dirt. Especially, see, I'm with you. Voice, you a YN. You know what I mean? You my nigga, family. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you a YN. You know what I mean? I'm up here with my nigga right here. But real talk is, the real facts is that guys like our age, it's kind of hard to respect the game because he's right. You got Kobe Bryant. You can't pay these niggas that no money.
Right.
How can you afford Iverson, Kobe Bryant? I'm talking about those days, the 90s.
Right.
This is what you're talking about.
Right.
How can you afford Vince Carter and Gaucho's gym? You can't. That's how you know it's dirt. They're not out there for free. We talking about the 90s, the NBA is out there playing for free.
For the culture.
For the culture.
And like hype to be in New York playing.
Don't get me wrong, Kareem Reed's getting the bag. The niggas like that, the locals, the killers, the local killers, they got the bag.
See, it's so much. It's,
But the murderers, yes, but the murderers, the Kobe's, the AIs, it's what he's saying. Because New York City basketball was so up here. Even though you was giving Jordan 30, you still wanted to bust Butter and Kareem Reed ass.
That goes to really, we could this subject, we got time?
We got to talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got time.
That goes to, and we talk about this amongst our guys, is the product that bad?
It gotta be because why they not out there?
But it's a reason. It's a reason, because we started naming players from New York that don't come outside. And that era, I'm right under Kareem and them. The pros, the NBA New York guys, the D1s, the top EuroLeague, they was playing summer basketball.
He's 100% right. Like,
why we don't get the Marquise Snow? I mean, I'm just thinking some of the top, the guys that's playing top overseas that I'm watching on EuroLeague now, they don't come outside. You know why? Because they looking like, why would I go play against these guys?
That's what I'm saying. It's the truth.
And that's why I'm everybody that knows me, I'm basketball. It's been my life.
But that's why when Gotti gave me the job of commentating, I took it instantly. I'm an internet nigga, my nigga. I do blogging.
Know your lane.
I'm an internet nigga. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I do blogging. But when he brought me onto that, I didn't mind taking the job because I felt like how you felt. New York City gotta get it back.
Yeah.
We gotta get these niggas famous.
But it's gonna be
Street
tough.
ball players were just as famous.
Y'all doing a lot of great work, even with the league, all that. I know we probably getting to that, but it's hard if the product y'all pushing to be famous ain't pushing to be great.
We pushing to be great.
Bro,
They settling because, and again, that's why I said we could talk about it. That door, and I'm not hating on no player, get your bread, but that door of opening of pay to players, when you used to have to, they didn't need it, but that same era, the Fat Joes and them, they was going in the bank for like Sebastian Telfair and
yes.
fucking, they not going to the bank
That's
for
what I'm
these
trying
New
to
York
tell you, bro.
niggas. So
That's
now
what I
these
mean.
New York niggas got leverage to
I agree.
say, yo, I need $300.
I
And
agree.
these niggas now that don't really know the culture, don't really respect the game, because you giving a nigga $300, he could come have 6, and then you don't speak to him until his next game in Queen or in Gersh. You don't know if he's working out. You like it's a bad investment.
Yeah.
I put my $300 in. Now I'm on your body to the next payment.
It's a fact.
Send me the sweaty t-shirts, send me the alarm clock, all of that.
Well, when we interviewed For the Kill last week, For the Kill, he did his thing, my man. But look, when we interviewed him last week,
That nigga's the best.
yes, he is, but he said that they have varsity, JV, and what was it? Freshman level tournaments, right? This is what he said.
I seen that.
This is what he said.
seen that.
So
He
when
got-
I'm
he
sitting there,
got a lot of riffraff, but that's what Jay Will
when
do.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I'm listening to him. But then he goes to a tournament that's in my neighborhood. You know, the Ferris World Tournament. For me, and where I'm from, that's on Rucker. But you know what? He's right. They're not giving out no paper. So does that change the game for the CEOs, the big bosses like you? Does that change the game? A nigga know you getting $280,000 next year.
change the game.
So now, are you worried for the Queen tournament that 300 goes up? I'm just asking you.
In the other tournaments, in Ferris, let's say.
No, I'm talking about for the Queen tournament.
Queen.
280 next year is a lot of money.
A lot of money.
How is that gonna work? How does that play out?
I mean, it's ours, but
You feel me though, right? That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's
So
a lot of
mean-
money.
You mean, let me stay with you, Shay, baby. You mean as far as like Ferris and them staying alive?
No, forget Ferris. They're not even on the market right now. They got to get the tournament back.
You talk about paying the players to come play in Queen of Harlem.
Yes.
Do you think that these niggas is still worth that $300 next year?
Are they gonna?
The 80.
Because you know what happens. Yo, bro, hold on for a second. In the NBA, do you know what happens when a nigga win that ring?
Right.
That nigga become different.
Yeah.
He said he got the owners is calling him, hey Kawhi, you coming back, buddy?
But that's another thing.
My phone don't work no more.
It's a
You know
lot,
what I mean?
and again, public information. It's a lot of niggas getting paid that's not winning nothing. So who's
I was there on the live. Your top 8. I was there with your top 8. And then we still gotta do that closing out show.
That's a
bro.
fact. That's a
Come
fact.
on,
And if you say that, if you're not a businessman, you're a hater. If we on business time, then how? Like again, if we working a regular job, you don't perform and don't win no medals or don't win no bonuses or no Christmas cards, you get fired or you get demoted.
Yeah.
And it's blinded. The culture is so dope and it's so who it is. And we got guys that's whatever, let's say they YNs and they behind these teams, they used to the Rucker and the Kareem Reeds and they want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Even if it cost them 20,000 to win back. You know what it means for a nigga to say, yo, I got a game in Queen tomorrow.
I know.
Nigga know he don't have a chance.
Bro, where I'm from,
Of winning.
I used to go down there to work and I said, oh, what this nigga doing here? They was down there.
Think about it. From any level, you practice, you play on Saturday, you know what you're gonna get on Saturday. Cause you done seen the team all week. These niggas are giving niggas money on Sunday night to play. Don't see them niggas until next Sunday. So you investing again your bread and you don't even know what they're gonna produce. And then you get on the line and say, man, I'm giving this nigga money and he has 6. What you thought? What you thought he was gonna have? You ain't see him putting in no pain. You ain't you're not there to tell him sweet spots or this and that.
Facts.
And that's why it's like, again, me I was saying about the whole being a basketball guy, I didn't always win. I went to a mid-major college. I played a lot of second division overseas. I only act like this in this culture.
Yeah.
Because it's kiddie. I wasn't at Wichita State, yo, we the best, and I wasn't at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understood levels of basketball, the niggas I was chasing.
Yeah.
Creighton and certain teams. This shit's so light, I really, really act like this with money on the line, with games to be played. Like, I wouldn't do that in my playing career. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to go there. You guys, I wanted to go there because that's crazy. Because somebody smacked me in the face and had to bring me to reality. Yo, Shay, do you know who you're talking to? I'm talking about you.
Right.
They see me interviewing you. They say, Shay, do you know who that nigga is? Now, the people that talk to me, they have a crazy basketball background. Right? They're like, that nigga right there, and then I put it together, the viola.
Right.
How was that playing with Al Harrington, man?
Dope, man. Crazy story how I even got to St. Pat's. I've did a few of these over the years, but a lot of shit I'm even say now, people around me don't even probably know. You know what I'm saying? I've been so out of sight, out of mind probably to the last 5 years. But I was a regular kid, like just in my neighborhood. All of us was doing the same shit, whether it was playing basketball, football in the street, shooting dice, hopping the trains. It's like, I didn't understand I was like a basketball player until I got to St. Pat's. So even when I was at 113, which I didn't know was a basketball school, because I used to draw, I was in the art. I took an art class and that school accepted me. Everybody else in my neighborhood kind of went to the local in high school. So all that shit kind of just opened up. I went to that high school and oh shit, everybody hoops and plays AAU. Then I locked in with Brooklyn USA. Shout out to Ziggy and Tippy.
Shout out to Ziggy.
Yeah, and they kind of, made me
They them dudes, man.
baby at that time.
They them dudes.
I was like the guy of the AAU team.
Them dudes.
So with that being said, they made sure I kind of got in the right situation. And shit, at 14, in 8th grade, not knowing that basketball is what I'm destined for, I kind of you know, made it. I can say it now. Shout out to my parents. I love them, but I come from like a broken home. So I made a decision on my own, me and Ziggy, to get the St. Pat's, and that's what I'm leading up to. And that's where I met Al. And shit, 96, you know, 35 years, my right-hand man to this day. And it was great playing with him. He used to be trash. He's one of the guys I really look, real shit.
For real? Al was trash?
Like horrible.
For real?
Yeah, so he a year older than me, but we got there the same time. So I got there in 9th grade, true freshman. He transferred in as a sophomore. Never played basketball. He was just 6'8".
Wow.
Played football at Roselle High School.
Yeah.
So, funny story when it comes to him, and I tell everybody this, because I'm just that guy. Our relationship is really based on him being a dweeb. 6'8", corny nigga. I was the New York young nigga with the fresh cut, with the, you know, the gear, the Averexes. Our handshake to this day is the Lost Boys handshake. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks.
Facts.
I put him on.
Wait, those guys are from your neighborhood?
No, but when I went to Jersey and St. Pat's, you know, I was extra.
You took that style.
You know what I'm saying? So I put them on to DMX and Lost Boys and
Facts.
And that's how I really, before we both really became who we was on the court, that's how our relationship like really locked in. And then I was out there all over the place. We could talk about it. St. Pat's, one of them schools. Like, I was living with the librarian. I was, you know what I'm saying, living with whoever. And then his moms took me in for like 2 years.
You lived with Al?
Yeah, while I was at St. Pat's, my junior and a little bit of my senior, because my senior year is when he went to the league, but it was a lockout, so he was still around. So I did like half of the year there. Like I said, that's.
Let me ask you something.
For real.
With Al, you when he was playing with the Knicks.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to St. Pat's.
We go back.
But I just want to get to this. Sorry, boys. This is just.
Yo, we talking about it. We talking about it. Shit,
It's
baby.
the drinks. Okay, but look. Okay, so
I told y'all this one gonna be different, man.
We talking about it, man.
It's gonna be different.
Let's talk about it.
when Al played with the Knicks,
Right.
We're gonna fast forward a little bit, then we're gonna go back to St. Pat's.
Right.
Was you running around with him then?
I did, like I said, remember, I did a lot of second division. They'd be off years or months sometimes.
Yeah.
I played 2 years in Colombia, a year in New Zealand. So
Facts.
it's not the years of like EuroLeague and the NBA.
Yeah.
So I was able to play. And then same thing when I launched on with N1 for those years. It was summer, really.
Yeah.
Summer winter shit. So I said this on a couple podcasts. My bro showed me the league without being in the league.
Facts.
Indiana, lived in Indiana with him. Golden State, Atlanta, not in that order. It was Atlanta, then Golden State, then the trade happened. And when he came back to New York in 2011, that was my first time, 2017. That was, whenever we came back, that was my first time living back in New York since like 2009.
Yeah.
So I didn't really understand the power of a New York Knick until I seen, my boy, they wasn't like on the greatest of team, but like to live in New York and like a New York Knick, that shit was different.
Well, for me, this is why this interview was epic for me. That's why I'm asking you a lot of questions so far about Al.
doubt.
That's why I jumped right on it with Al.
Yeah, no doubt.
Pause.
No
because
doubt.
the thing
He deserve it.
No, because Al, this is crazy. That's why I asked you that. When the Knicks, I don't know what they were doing in the 80s and the 90s, but the late 90s, early 2000s, this is when the money starts flowing. The Knicks budget is crazy.
Right.
So they start moving to Westchester.
Right.
All of them live. That's where I'm from. I'm from that White Plains, Greenberg area. These niggas start running around my neighborhood, Range Rovers, Bentleys. I'm seeing Al going to the McDonald's, Phantoms. This is real.
Real shit.
Al is I ain't gonna lie. Al's like a hero to me because I'm so young watching these niggas front in my city.
That's dope.
But then they start taking into the people that live in the neighborhood that know what time it is. So I start getting to run around with like the Marburys, the Jamal Crawfords, the Eddie Currys, I didn't get a chance to run around with Al.
Right.
Because I'm a baby when Al's on the Knicks.
Right.
But Al was the man in my city, bro.
That's fine.
Up in White Plains, New York. That nigga was the man up there. That's why I had to ask you a lot of questions. Yo, son. Yeah, up in Westchester, he was him. So, let's go back to St. Pat's. Hold on, voice. I see the questions. Give us the next question. We can go back to the same pack. Now you got the whole game plan. Because me and you can go for hours when it comes to the house.
Especially with the playing career.
Yes.
We good. Next question, let's talk about it. You have been going back and forth with many coaches. One of them is Rob from Sean Bell.
Right.
Is it a battle for the #1 spot? I asked the
Good
question.
question, voice.
Let's talk about it. I asked the questions
I'm
for the
gonna tell you what it
kill.
is. Shout out to Rob, man.
Hey, Hunk, this is a question for you. We know you want to know this answer.
Yeah, Hunk, New York. This is There's so many ways I can go with this. No, it is not no battle. I'm clearly #1 right now.
Oh, so you G1?
No, I'm not G1.
He said he's G1.
Parry. I think that's his nickname, or that's an airplane, or fucking parking spot. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Prince Calipari right now in the current is the best coach in New York City. Will I ever catch Ra? Maybe not. Now here's why Ra doesn't like me saying this. It goes back to why I can say I'm the best. I'm cheating. Until you get some guys that did what I did, and I'll name a few. I was gonna say Gary, but he's coaching high school. Like Jay Will, Gino Long. You get some guys that played basketball and been in huddles and played for real D1 coaches and played overseas, I'll relax. Because now I'll have competition. Rod never played basketball. Again, when I said all of us in New York as males at some point played, he's the one guy that's not
played.
in that. And that bothers him. And it's
Wait,
like,
Ron never suited up?
just find a picture. Find anything. Find a JV.
Rob!
Find a Queens
No,
link,
Rob.
find
Rob
a
never
Jamaica
suited up.
houses. Find a CYO. Find anything.
No, but you know what though?
And I'm not saying
No,
that.
they say the best coaches never suited up though.
I never heard that.
I never heard that neither. But they do say that though.
You know why I never heard that?
Because
Because
the best have suited
you
up.
can't be great and
Until you did it. Until you tried it out.
That and we all stealing. When I just had my prep school in Wichita for 6 years, every play we ran, I got from somebody.
Yeah.
But you can't get that from somebody if you not
There.
Like I tell them, you can't sit at the table with me.
I ain't gonna lie. My high school team, I'm using your press. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Come
still
on
shit
now.
out. I ain't gonna
So
lie.
when you get
Is that in your questions?
Boy.
The press.
Nah. Yeah, no, that's
I gotta come back. So again, y'all understand this as men. Fuck what our profession is for everybody in the room. Everything fizzles out. I'm not gonna be able to sit in this chair at some point and be the best, and I'm okay with that. Cause it happened in other parts of my life, from my playing career, from fucking certain women I dated, from whatever. You get unhot at some point. And he's just afraid, which I've never been afraid, cause them years I'm talking about, back at 14, being a number 1 8th grader, being able to go to St. Pat's, the number 5th school in the country,
Crazy.
Shaheen Holloway, I always felt like I was the man.
By the way, I should
As
watch
I-
y'all on Mike Quick.
Yeah, facts.
Y'all were
Mike
the
Quick,
y'all
High
made the
School
show.
Report.
Y'all made the
Oh,
show.
we was always opening the show.
Always.
But what I was saying with that is, that's why, and y'all been around me enough now, I show love. Like, even, I'm showing love. I don't mind yelling on my platform, Jay Will's the man, this and that, because I'm content. I've been the man. Rod is not, he not used to another nigga being that guy. And then if you not comfortable knowing you're the guy, how you gonna say somebody else the guy? Just like I came on, yo, that nigga, Rel, what? That nigga's super nice. That nigga dominated this summer.
appreciate
First
you,
time
bro.
cause it don't take away from me and my guys. And that's his problem. Come on, Stevie Wonder. If somebody come and overthrow me, it's either I wanna work hard to get back, but at that same token, coach such and such, he got it right now. And I'm okay. I don't lose no sleep. I'm sitting there saying, like, I mean, my girl still love me, nothing changes. And that's his problem. He don't wanna let go. And again, I'm not hating, I'm answering the questions. Another thing, I'm just keeping it thorough. I'm not in everybody's life, but I do so much shit that if I get dethroned here, I'm still the world's famous circus. Like, niggas know him for summer basketball. So imagine losing the one thing niggas know you for. That shit fucks with you. Imagine that, the one thing niggas know. When I knock on wood go, and y'all hearing about my playing career, nobody probably
It'd probably be a small percentage of niggas that be like, oh, he was a great summer coach. They gonna be like, that nigga was a killer. That nigga got limited niggas in school. That nigga like shit that just keeps going on. Nigga had the bud, nigga did this, nigga did that. Nigga did 8 years in Germany doing what you do, which niggas don't even know. I signed with K1X for 8 years. I was hosting just New York hustle shit. Never got on a mic a day in my life. But just doing so much shit in basketball that you see a nigga know he can't. Imagine arguing with a nigga that can say, I'll bust your ass. Back then, now, whenever. You know what I'm saying? You can't outwitty the internet shit than me. You just losing. Last thing about him, again, probably Mount Rushmore next to me or somewhere, me, whoever else is up there. But it's all right, bro. My bro really he's on time enough, I'm not speaking to him no more because of summer basketball. All that shit just hit me in my head like, bing. All that means is, this is all the world knows me for. Why take it from me? And that's why come on, son, it's all right. You had, like, my nigga, I swear to God, Rod would tell you this. I said last thing, but this is for real last thing. In my playing days, he was coaching. I used to come home from the N1 tour, play 2-3 games. Back then, before money, getting 2,500. I mean, I'm on ESPN. I need 2,500 to play today. That's what I was doing 20 years ago. And Rod was coaching.
He was the coach at N1?
No, he was coaching summer basketball. He said, come, play, take my sneakers off. I got 1 million of these, give them out. And he was doing the same yelling. And you still doing that and you're afraid to say there's some new blood in the city? Come on, my nigga.
Yo, I can't lie to you.
Come on, my nigga.
The funniest time I got to say this was the funniest thing ever this summer at the tournament. You was on the court, so you know. When Rod and the ref got into it. What tournament was that? Rucker, you wasn't there. That was crazy.
I know the antics from afar. That's another thing though. If a nigga is great now, because you could be great back, Hulk Hogan used to be, like, you know what I'm saying? You could be great back in the days. If a nigga's great now, is no antics that you got, that I got, I'm about to quit, I'm signing in wrong players. I don't gotta do that. And again, is one, I don't got to, and two, I got too much respect for the game.
I respect that.
It's too much respect. This game I got, like, again, I can talk my shit, right?
You can talk your shit.
I
respect that.
They don't even use these no more. I just found out this. So if you're not traveling, you don't even need a passport no more. They do the fucking digital shit. Prior to that, I got 4 passports from playing. I just started going on vacation with my new girl. I ain't been on a vacation into these last 4 years. All them stamps is from basketball.
So you did go to Barbados?
No, I didn't go. And I didn't go for a reason I'll tell you off camera because it's a secret, but it's the reason why I was the last one. I got the rotten egg. Everybody went on the airplane except me. But I got some big news coming up in December, so I had to stay put.
That's a fact. Yo, you gotta fill this up, man. You got to, man.
Let's do it.
Juice bar style. Okay, listen. Okay, so voice. The whole Viola thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I see the Worldwide.
Right.
So I started doing my research. That's your company, the Worldwide?
No, everything is Al's company. The Worldwide, what we did was I'm not there, obviously. Our mind is the
I wore my Viola shirt too today. Don't
Shout
worry
out
about
to
it.
Viola.
Yeah, I wore my Viola
we
shirt too.
live an everyday mind.
Yeah, they got good merch too.
Yo, I need that.
They got
Yeah, that shit.
we got all
They
the
got good
colors
merch.
and
I give that to
Yo,
you.
we gotta go to the shop.
Yes.
We gotta go to the shop.
Shout out to the village in Hoboken. We big on sponging. Even with the guys under me, they're a lot younger than me, but as the leader, they sponge. Same thing with me. Guys, maybe a couple years, whatever, older than me, we sponge. And everything with us is elevation. You know what I mean? From basketball to getting the next best strain to improving your relationship with your family, whatever. Everything is elevation. And that once, because a lot of people, y'all probably don't know, we've been outside, but we've been outside is a different cloth. These last 5 years, once we got the merger and the support of Bro and the company, we just took off. Like we really, and what it did, and again, how I talk about how niggas be hustling backwards. Again, I used to be outside, but I was never here. So it was, somebody else coaching or, which is different. Y'all see around me, when I say fucking deny, they deny it. So it's no shot to the next coach that's in the system, but it's just different when the head coach not there. But once we got this, it put me in a place of obligation, because now Viola says, take all of this money just to coach. If you win, you win. But this is yours before the summer start. And that's why I be at every game and I switch flights and I'm on.
You got energy for it.
I'm an hour early and
Facts.
because one, me and bro relationship, and I tell people a lot of this shit too. My son got drafted at 18, straight out the league. He had M's basically. You don't even be best friends with a nigga for 35 years that got money if you ain't getting your own money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how nigga, me and Al been together so tight, you know what I mean? Niggas I done seen, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga, as them times I'm living with him, I'm doing 300 through N1 or playing. So now when a nigga like, I bet them cars you told, yo, we going here, nigga grabbing the key for whatever it is, but you got your own bread is different than, can I ride with you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we teach that shit all the way down to, I'll use our playing guys because they like the young guys in our crew, you know, JC and all of them. We teach all of that shit all the way down, like elevation, get better, protect the brand, whatever that is, yours, ours. And that's why we're always gonna be there. If we don't win every year, we're gonna be there. Because the respect for the game and the way our unit moves, just in life, that shit helps on the basketball court.
That's why I respect even the words that you say when it comes to the game. Because I kind of agree with you, because a lot of people don't do the research, and I said this on the first episode, and this is the facts. I don't really respect a lot of things also, because when you play against, like you played against Shaheem Holloway, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like these are matchups that, you know, unless you understand the real game of basketball,
Right.
these are matchups that you will never forget, and these are matchups that are legendary. That's what I mean. The game had matchups. There's no matchups.
But you know
like
what's
when
crazy
play,
about the matchups is more the tutelage.
Yeah.
Even when you playing against a nice nigga, you're learning. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you playing with a nice nigga like the Shaheem. When I got the same patch, Sha was a little older. He might have been 19, he's a man, already had a baby, strong as an ox. He's the #1 point guard in the country. Mind you, I'm going there as an 8th grader through my AAU coach, blinded. I don't even know what a McDonald American is.
Yeah.
And that's who, for that year, every day, we're the only 2 point guards on the varsity roster. So
Crazy.
every day, the #1 guy, and that's what I mean about when people when I have different huddles. I'm in a space where if the game is close, my experience gotta out-experience the other coach over there. It has to, or I lost the game.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm on timing, on foul count, timeouts. I'm watching the other niggas while we pressing them. I know by halftime who gonna be tired in the 3rd quarter. I have to use my advantage. I played for Kevin Boyle. So how could I let the 4 years of Kevin Boyle, 4 years...
I was trying to figure out his name.
Right, my high school coach.
Legendary.
2 years, the best resume in high school basketball. Like 3 years of Mark Turgeon. Fucking my foreign coaches. I can't let that go away because now I'm in the culture with motherfuckers that ain't never did nothing or learned nothing. I gotta remain Chris in what I've learned, and that's why you see me. These guys, man, I say it all the time, and I can name my entire roster right now and where they're playing and where they used to play. Google it. They don't play harder nowhere they're at than they play for me.
I agree.
And some of them play
I agree.
major college basketball. Some of them are right now playing in foreign countries with their job on the lines, where they could get sent home and be looking for regular work. If you look at that footage, or you pull up some Queen of Harlem footage, they playing harder for me. And that shit, that alone is gonna keep me going.
Yeah, like right now, I don't like the fact, like what you were saying earlier, that there's guys of age, like my man, shout out to Big Russ. Shout out to Big Russ.
Shout out Big Russ and Little Russ too.
Why we can't see Little Russ out there, man? That's what I'm trying to say.
Lil Russ is a
Why we can't see Kimba? Why we can't see? Like I see Durant Scott coaching another team, got shades on.
It's gone.
I said Durant, I want to see you coach. I want to see you on the court.
So again, we talk about fizzle out and this and that. Y'all gotta give me y'all opinion on this. We won't get that back. We won't get that back.
No,
We won't get the top players in New York, no matter where.
they're losing. He's
coming
right.
back to play in the summer. I say it because it's my personality, but these other top players will tell you, if you say, yo, come play with me in such and such tomorrow, they're gonna say that shit is trash.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what they're gonna say. They're not gonna say, yo, niggas, New York niggas, we the last niggas to worry about getting hurt. Niggas, nigga, it's a time where I done came home from New York and I ain't even signed a contract yet and played 5 games on the weekend concrete. That ain't New York. We grew up, nigga. We don't never be on the. Now, the niggas be like, man, I gotta be in the gym. I don't wanna get hurt. You know why? Because niggas is thinking get hurt because of their competition.
But that's why they're trashing college now, the New York players, because going into yo, fam, you said it. That was the difference. The New York City players was playing all summer, like you said.
We lost that development.
They came into college ready. They was in rhythm.
And
These
that's
niggas just
something
running
we
around
have
all
been
summer,
struggling
NIL
with.
money.
And I'm so much
Chains
people,
on. Niggas ain't had no chains. I mean, they had chains.
Right.
But they were little chains. These niggas look like rappers now. You didn't go get on the court.
There's so many ways we could go with that. Social media. Now niggas can get money. You know, shit. I know back then, all that St. Pat's and all that, we could have got paid. I'd have had change and shit on. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So I you know what I'm saying? Right? We watched the niggas on the block growing up having change and shit. So we could definitely. But it's the older people. Y'all, every year. Again, I ain't gonna say the schools, but the last 2 years after summer basketball and just my past resume, I've probably turned down over 10 PSAL and Catholic top league head
I was gonna
coaches.
ask you that.
And one thing is like, it'll be easy because I'm a teacher. And I think high school basketball lack a lot of teaching. I think it's more about winning now than having the kids win in the future.
Right.
In New York. And again, it's over these coaches and these institutions' heads. Instead of seeing the guy come back as an alumni, it's better than fighting to cut the nets down at the moment. You know, you think about it, and we just talking. But New York City coaches, I haven't been in New York for a while. I just got back, but how many of them really develop and move up? That's what I'm saying about elevation. These high school coaches, a lot of them still been there since I was playing. Why we don't got them already lined up at fucking LIU, St. Peter's, this? So now it's a farm system. Everything's a farm system with basketball. You keep it going. That's how some AUs say better than others because the farm system. You got them coming. Just come up with something new to keep them coming. And even with our guys, they come out, they either not ready or there's really nowhere for them to go. But you go to these other states, you go to, the Michigan coaches, they coached in Detroit High School at Persian or something.
Yeah.
And they moved up.
Facts.
If you move up, and it is a job when you improve your resume.
Why is that in New York City?
The kid's not getting through. If you, and this should be goals. If you at a school 20 years coaching in New York City where some of these kids stumble and just be talented, whether it's DNA, whether it's playing in the park all day or running up the train steps, you develop athletes, whatever. It's just New York. We're going to have athletes, especially basketball. 20 years, 15 years at a school, you should be able to say, I got 45 kids that went to school for free and 17 has played overseas and 1 lucked up in the NBA. If you don't got no resume, you not moving up. And then when they call that school for a kid, what are you going to tell them? You had 3 guys go D1 in the last 10 years? It's too many schools, too many kids. You hang up, call the next school, call the next kid. And even that, when I played in New Jersey, but I was tapped in, New York kid, Brooklyn kid. Fucking New York back then, the top 3, you was all first team. Everybody was going D1. Everybody. It was more teaching. It was more developing. And now it's just it's just, from afar, it just blows minds that I guess for them to put a banner in the school is more important than a kid going to play
Because those doors open up for the other kids. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I see that shit a lot nowadays.
We do that shit now with our guys. One kid, you signed to Sweden, tell your fucking agent about Steph. I demand it. Now, y'all don't even put you in a place to say, but he don't represent him. He need a job. He your brother. So where nobody, again, the sponging and the representation of a different Claude Viola, you can't be fucked up.
Yeah.
Al not fucked up. I'm not fucked up. He not fucked up. So how you gonna be around that and fucked up? You gotta develop a hustle or use your resources before you're fucked up. Even with all of us, we go through hard times. But as far as fucked up, and I'm using that fucked up word and talking about, we got 18 guys that need jobs or need schools. 6 get through. I'm making them other 6 work for the other 12.
That's a fact.
Facts.
So your man now fucked up. We not leaving nobody behind. I tell them all the time, a lot of y'all want to be our father, but we gonna keep these relationships because I might need y'all to get me a job. You never know.
Never know. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Halftime, then we're gonna get back to your questions. Halftime, I got a question for you.
Let's do it.
So, they hear you coaching on the side.
Mm-hmm.
They hear you yelling out the press. They hear you beefing with the G1 GOAT,
shit.
Ra, right? Here's a
Oh,
question.
go.
Here's a question I got for you. Name a game, just so they don't familiar with why you talk like this. Name a situation or a game with 10 players on a court that you played in. That was unbelievable. Because you played with Al. You played in those eras. We're talking about the Mike Quick days.
Right.
I'm talking about a game where you were on one
So you mean
team.
like one of them high school
Both
games?
games that was just loaded with college and NBA players.
Man.
Just so they're familiar with why you could talk like this.
Right. I want to say, and I know it's so long ago, and again, I was blessed to play 4 years, so it was so many games. I would say probably Compton Dominguez. Team out of Compton, California. I think we were 4th in the country. We played against them at City of Palms Classic in Florida.
I remember that.
And it's-
They used to come on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
That shit was classic, the City of Palms.
Especially back then.
Facts.
I know they still got it, and it's better now because, like you said, they on ESPN and shit. But they were loaded. Shout out to a guy that became my teammate, went to Georgetown, Compton kid, crazy motherfucker. Kenny Bruner was the top 100 point guard. Like I said, went to Georgetown. He actually became my teammate later on and one.
Yeah.
His Bad Santa. They had him at the point guard. They had Tayshaun Prince.
Damn.
Shout out to Tayshaun.
Oh, shit.
And I say it like this because, not to say I know him like that, but my era, you gotta remember Nike camp, all this. These the guys we playing with, giving handshakes to, shit like that. Even when we played them, top players all knew of each other, shit like that. So they had him. They had another kid that was super nice, wound up playing football named Jamel Thomas. He was about 6'7", wound up going to UNLV to play quarterback, which he probably should have fucking played football, was big time power forward. Played basketball. Then they had a young Tyson Chandler too, man.
Tyson Chandler.
Freshman year, Tyson Chandler.
Shit.
Full 7 foot, knew he was a pro from
That's
day one.
crazy.
Crazy.
So that was a big time game. Like I said, it's so many of them. Let me give some New York shout outs. Them Rice games.
Oh,
yeah, nah. Y'all can edit Tyson Chandler and them niggas. The Rice games. And again, just to go by the era and to shine light on my school and how good we was, my 4 years, we played Rice all 4 years. And we was 3-1. They actually got us our senior year. Me and Sat is seniors together. And shout out to Sat. Sat is, and I had a few rivals, but Sat, and he'll tell you this.
Kenny Sat?
Kenny Sat, he'll
Your
tell you
biggest?
this.
So you playing against the Eric Barkley era?
For sure, played against, he's older than me, but that's my era. I played against Christ the King as the starting point guard.
Wow, you
And
Lamar
Eric as the starting
Odom.
point. Lamar, that's my era.
Why am I thinking that Al, so Al's much older than you then?
No, we 1 year apart.
So where
Al 99, Al's 98, I'm 99.
Okay, you know why I keep thinking Al is with the Felipes and them?
Nah.
Because he comes
Same
out of
age.
high school.
Right.
I forget he don't go to college.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, so The Rice era.
The Rice games was different. I was there, so again, being blessed to play my freshman year varsity when Shaheem was there, I again, learning the whole way through. Learning even about my town. Chutney Gray, Devin Robin, Tariq Kersey.
Wow.
Ed Glover, like that, those was wars. And then, like I said, on to, they'll tell you, like, y'all uptown, you're a little more, like,
My son Bronsky went to,
Bronsky.
That's a fact.
That's my dog. That's my dog, man. I see Bronsky like 3 times in the tournament. Bronsky so much my dog. Bronsky called me my government. We gonna leave that alone. That's my era. That's my era for real. And like I was about to say, like the Bronskys, the Kev Bells, the Dre Barrett.
I got one for you. Dyree Wilson. Dyree Wilson. That's my era, my nigga.
Yo, listen, I'm
on
telling
the team
you.
with Dana.
Dana's
my nigga. Left me Dana. That's my nigga.
People don't even know how good Dana was.
Key, my nigga.
And Dana's such a good brother. Even up until this day, Dana be sending me comedy tickets.
Love Dana.
That's
good dude.
Great nigga, man.
100%.
Watch me talk like, and what I was saying about all this, the authentic thing, when y'all see a K-Shot and a Dre Barrett, they'll tell y'all, like they'll put y'all in a light of
Courtney Fields.
C. Fields. They'll put y'all in a light of fuck that coaching shit he was doing. They'll really let you know, like.
Now you one of them, my nigga.
One of them.
He one of them.
Playing day,
he one
sure.
of them. That era right there is the talent is
Different.
Unbelievable.
Different.
The backcourt, you're playing, you're dribbling, coming up the court, playing against a backcourt of pros. We're talking Kenny Satterfield and RJ Barrett.
Going wild. Like I said, a lot of
B.
this shit, because you know they took
I
a
didn't
lot
know
of,
this, man.
they
I'm
took
sorry, man.
Nah, you good. They took a lot of this shit off. And like I said, Dre and Sat would stamp this. My freshman, sophomore, junior year.
They stamped the GOATs.
They was cold. They didn't beat us. Our senior year, we played in Atlantic City. I committed to Miami. Sat committed to Syracuse. So we was like the matchup. But I also had Sam Dallenberg. He was a senior with me. Went to see him.
Sam Dallenberg?
Yeah. Went to
I'm
see
singing this nigga.
Nah, we had the brick.
He naming them
Nah, we
GOATs,
had the
B.
brick.
Baby
So-
76ers.
Yeah,
Big man. He from New York?
No, he's from Haiti, but you know St. Pat's. We had niggas from.
He went to St. Pat's with y'all?
Yeah.
That's crazy,
That was me
bro.
and him was scenes together. So that game we played Sat in them. Remember, I ain't leaving nobody out. They had Andre Sweet went to Duke.
Yep.
Cal Cuff, my guy.
Cal.
Big Cal went to St. John's. Like I said, Kev, they had a brick too. And it was the marquee game. And that was the first time they beat us our whole high school career. And me and Sat, you know, we kind of, through high school basketball, came up together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We see each other at tournaments. Like, that's my guy because we were, and again, he will tell you this, we were 1A and 1B, the top 8th graders out of, what was that, 94. He went to Rice, I went to St. Pat's. But we knew that. We knew we played, y'all remember Citywide?
Yeah. Of course.
So we won Brooklyn, Queens. They won Bronx, Manhattan. And then we played
No,
the
I
champion
think
in
you're talking
Riverbank.
about Citywide. I think you're called,
Citywide.
I think it was called Wheelchair Classic.
No, that's another one. That's
Okay.
after the high school season.
Yeah.
But summertime.
Oh yeah, you talking about
Summertime.
the one off the highway?
Cracker's
off,
Whack.
Off the after yard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where
Cracker's Whack
Cracker's
ball.
Whack. They played there, but we played at Left Rack in the Brooklyn, Queens, and then that was the first time we met each other.
Yeah.
After everybody, I remember no social media. All you heard was
Yeah.
Fridge and Kenny Satterfield.
You say you play. See, this is crazy now that you're saying all this. You say you played with BQE,
No, I played with Brooklyn, USA.
Brooklyn USA. Okay.
Brooklyn, USA.
Okay.
Ziggy.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you talking Home Alone? Are you talking Alani Beckles?
No. So that's Brooklyn. That's BQE. I played BQE and IS8 for a couple tournaments, but I came up. I got the same patch. I got my name. I got ranked in the top 100 in the country from playing with Brooklyn USA. So like, that was my team for sure.
That's the fact. All right, halftime's over. Let's get back to the questions.
Let's do it.
Sorry. You know what it is, boys?
Nah,
This
we
is
good.
what
We
you
good.
won
We
it.
vibing.
You won it.
Yo, what I said. Let's talk about it. We talk
We
about it.
vibing. We vibing.
All right, I got 2 more questions before we wrap it up.
All right, let's do it.
Right now, you as the defending champ, you right now as the coach in New York City, the best coach in the city, right?
Appreciate you.
Well, I know y'all are, but what's going to be different this summer about ADC Viola going for 280,000 instead of 100,000 now?
Great question again. I think you can always elevate your focus. So we're gonna be a little more focused. And again, it's not so much. Y'all could have expanded 5,000. It ain't really the number. It's just us coming out again. So I tell some of my guys, wherever they play, you always gotta look better than the next time people seeing you. So we're gonna probably, focus in a little bit more on practice. We have a lot of in-house bullshit that people don't know about that we got to clean up. Some guys being a little late to practice, or some guys lingering on injuries too much that we might need, that we might could help with sports medicine. Just little shit that we can clean up to make sure we win. But other than that, what you will see is guys you didn't see. And again, I talk about farm system.
Yeah.
It's really like 25 of us. We had guys this year that like Ryan Williams, shout out to Ryan Williams Jr. He's a junior right now at Norfolk State. Big part of our team. He didn't come out all summer. Andre Washington, another one, he's a senior at Eastern Washington. He didn't come out all summer. Then some guys y'all know that was injured. Phil Carr, he was overseas pro, didn't play all summer. Will Conrad, who overseas pro, started a lot of games for us at the 4 last year. Tore his ACL in Poland, didn't play all summer. So we're gonna get a lot of guys back. And the reason those guys, especially our young guys, was going, and I'm gonna say this on the show, we may not have JPay, right? I'll say this now, and the reason is, I'm gonna advocate for later in life. We luck up with guys. Like even when we had JC on this run, we lucked up because he went to Hofstra. I'm never gonna tell a guy not to be in school over summer basketball.
Right.
So same thing, JPay right now, he's at a Division II Felicia, and I'm about to actually go see him for his Midnight Madness in Jersey, but the plan is to get him in the portal and to get him D1. That's where he belongs. He's talented to be a D1 player.
That's a fact.
I say that to say that shit might be in Alabama. Because in Alabama, I'm sending him away for 8 weeks because that's a little more important.
Yeah.
Born up in Harlem, you may come back. That shit might be $2 million. It's gonna be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll see some new guys. You might see a couple. Same thing with Dante. Respect Life, one of the dopest nicknames.
Yeah, I try, man.
Yo,
I
one
try,
of the
man.
dopest nicknames that
I
I heard
try,
this
man.
summer.
I try, man.
He's at Queens. Same thing. We think, I'm a realist, low D1 guy possibly. I got the connection school. I had a lot of success last year with helping JC get to Syracuse. Met a lot of coaches. My playing background and my age, all the coaches that's coaching D1 now is my guy.
Facts.
I played against them, played with them, know somebody that know them.
Right.
So they know I got that lane to kind of help them with our company, our management company. And same thing with him. If the best situation for him and his family is a school in California, go get those 8 weeks.
So you don't just use your guys for the bread.
Nah, man.
Respect that.
It's
Respect that.
It's about elevation.
Elevation.
Our relationship is, and it might be cliche, literally 12 months. Like I said, I'm obligated to leave here and drive to East Rutherford, Felicia, to show my face for JPay because he gonna this is what we do. We're looking like we're family at. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we do. If Fridge has something, we show up. If Jaquan, this is how we move. So that's the next spot. That's the next stop.
Yo, my last question before the last 10 minutes of the show, y'all could get into some history. Do you feel that the Queen of Harlem is helping elevate the basketball culture? Not only with giving out money, but just elevating the elegance of basketball. Like for instance, you said it, For the Kill said it on when For the Kill had his top basketball tournaments. And he put the Queen of Harlem basketball tournament as #1 because of the elegance and the organization. Do you feel like the Queen is helping elevate the culture of street ball to where it need to be going?
No doubt about it. And shout out to y'all, you know why? Because, again, being big on elevation and process and growth, and even shout out to Shea Baby and his new news is dope. I met you a couple years ago, and you watch it from afar, and you want to see people really go and succeed. And the tournament, like, for Jay Will to even put that, and for like New York to think that in 3 years in this culture is fire. And again, I've did interviews on y'all tournament in the hood. People ask me, but on accident so much because I won it. And I tell people all the time, that structure, bro, that structure skips niggas. The rules, the be on time, the security, the barricades, that's just, you're gonna skip people if you running things the right way. And
100%.
And that's what pretty much happened. The money's the bonus.
You know what I mean? Even if you would have been, if it's an average number for tournaments, let's say 20,000, and y'all was that, once niggas get in that volume and that structure, and then another thing, you know, I'm not a nigga that did a lot of Harlem growing up. No, my pop's crazy. My pop's from Esplanade, but I was young. I used to go up there, take the 3 train last stop, go up there, whatever. Got 2 stepbrothers that one is still up there, but I don't know Harlem and to where, you know how you know some boroughs or some areas
Yeah.
known for shit. There was so much love from day one. Again, before niggas even knew we was gonna win or knew that I had this character that you could kind of grasp. It was like from day one, it was nothing but love up there. And that again, skip shit, because everybody don't move like that. So to try to answer it, I think, shit, no doubt about it, it's showing. You'll see, Ralph. You'll see the tournaments do some of the shit that's similar. You know what I mean? Kind of, and it's nothing wrong with that. Like I said earlier, we learn, especially trying to be great. There's nothing wrong with saying they doing that and that shit working. Let me, you know what I'm saying, move a little differently. People be having pride. It's the same thing. Like, why? If I'm yelling 6 years, go to practice, don't eat bullshit, don't let your players smoke weed. Why not do that? And I won 8 championships in 4 years. But the pride is like, fuck him, he don't know what he's talking about, I'm not gonna do it. And then you lose it. The same thing, the tournaments either gotta kind of get with the program
Right.
or fizzle out. Cause especially now the fizzle out part is 500 next year? Who gonna be able to compete? When you not running it right and you don't got the money?
You know what might happen? I hate to say it.
Might be one tournament in New York.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Why waste time when you could? Okay, so
I got a question, Terrell's question after you finish.
if you got, there's way more than that, but let's just say you got 5 tournaments on the table. Why play in the other 4? 3 of them's giving 10, 20,000.
20,000.
One's
Early
giving
the most.
5,000. One's giving nothing. So you gotta pay these niggas each tournament to play, right?
It don't make
For a tournament that's not even half of one tournament. So why not just, you know what might happen to Queen as the money goes up? There might be nothing in there but straight killers.
But
I'm
this,
talking about
but
NBA
listen, this
niggas.
is where I
'Cause
was
now
gonna
you got
ask.
the budget.
But this is where I was gonna go with my question and his question. And I don't know how much time we got, but I wanted to get this in as far as like the money and the breakdowns. Just a great topic. I talk to Hunk about it all the time.
Oh, I was on the live.
Rel's been on the live.
I've been on the live for that. You want the whole 280. You don't want to break. You don't want nobody to get the 20 or 30,000 for second place.
But it goes to what Shay Baby's saying. Hunk thinks that nobody's gonna sign up. I believe the killers come out. I believe the big sponsors say, yo, I'll just throw a name out. Let's get a local name from Jersey, Cal Anderson. Yo, what? We getting the best team from Jersey, 20,000.
100%.
Nigga from Atlanta. Yo, we getting the best team from the A. Lou Williams, that's what we gonna get.
I think so too.
That's what we gonna get. If you say $500,000 one winner, the New York, they out of it.
Well,
we probably have 5 New York teams.
Well, another thing.
They gonna fizzle out.
Fizzle out.
I'm gonna tell you why though. It's not just the tournament. It's the motion too. She's on the show with Cameron. She's moving.
Right.
The rest of these
No,
niggas,
but if you go to your point, if I'm a business in this space, because no matter what, whatever you doing that somebody else is doing is competitive. Even if you're not thinking about them, you in a competitive space.
Right.
So if I'm doing in a competitive space, and this is how I think, with cannabis, with coaching these motherfuckers, whatever, you in a competitive space and you see what Queen of Harlem and Born Up in Harlem and Rel and Hunk and Russ is doing in 3 years,
I'm just trying to say,
you gotta be in compete mode.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's even for me, even for the work I do. I think I might want to be exclusive for that tournament only next summer. And the only reason why I say that is it's just the build up around it for the money, bro. When you're interviewing people and when you see them in the reels also too, you see, yeah, summer basketball, yes, guys, it's basketball. But when you talk that $100,000 next year, 280, it changes the game even for niggas that don't even like basketball.
That's a fact.
Because it's like, yo, hold on. We talking about regular niggas getting 6 figures to play basketball
regular
for 2
niggas.
months?
Yeah. It's a
That's
system.
Why do I want to suit up in other tournaments and risk getting hurt when I can get the money right here?
Baby. With that being said, how we using, let's say regular niggas, I'll put myself, these teams that's in the tournament now, we both believe that we could get big hitters. Do you believe with that much money, we could get both the big hitters and the regular niggas?
I think so.
Because Hunk believes the guys that basically don't think they're gonna win is signing up for the 5,000 7th place. Again, I come from one winner takes all, bro.
Well, it's sort of like the when you're in the music business, like the winter music conferences. You go down to Miami, you spend 10,000, you know you're not meeting Jay-Z. You know this.
Right.
But you do it anyway because you gotta be in it to win it. It's sort of like FanDuel too. If you don't put
shout out for the
$50,
kill. He leaving his set. Shout out
Time
for the kill.
for the kill.
Jay Will, definitely put us in the group chat ASAP.
So it's like for FanDuel. If you don't put up $50 for a nigga to score 3 touchdowns, you'll never know if you're gonna win. So what I mean by that, what I'm saying is that for even that tournament, I feel like people are just putting money up just to be in the mix. You got ASAP Rocky in the park.
But listen, do y'all both think that if we lose the people that's in it to be in the mix, will we replace them with people that's being in the mix or people that's taking it serious? Will we still be able to get 30 teams?
Yes.
I think so.
I think so too.
Yes.
I think just like it goes back to what I'm saying.
Yes.
They're in it just to be in the mix.
And that's something that I don't know if y'all can help me with. Again, me confident and because whatever
You know your
perfection
product
of the
and you know
craft,
your
I know
worth.
my product. I believe I'm gonna be there.
Right.
Honestly, and I'm not saying this thinking like, yo, if I just make the chip, I'll get 30. I believe we're gonna win a championship, and I'm still advocating for one champion winner take. So I believe too, and this is something that Rel may know, you may know, may have to call Queen or call Hunk about, but are y'all looking for the main sponsors?
Now being that you asked that question, right? What do you think benefits a sponsor to come join Bowling Up in Harlem?
Again, we got the leverage, New York. You know what will really benefit us, and we need some dominoes effect. Cause maybe like he said, maybe 500, the pros is coming out.
I know they are. It makes sense.
Pros gonna be like, what? Play 4 games?
Russ is my man. Russ is outside for that money, man.
4 games,
He putting his own
regular
team up for
season
that.
games. Now 500, you don't got a cap. You can really tell 10 players, y'all gonna get a dub to win 6-8 games, and it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? And I think with that will lead to it happens from the tournament is a little different because they're giving away an M already, but we done seen.
Like TBT?
We done see some other like basketball shit find a way on mainstream, find the right sponsor, whether it's stuck or not. Even when you think about N1, just whatever. I think New York City basketball, with that number, the sponsor's gonna find y'all more than y'all gotta look for them. And the beneficial with anything right now, especially with social media, is just really that exposure. You sit at home now as a sponsor and you get paid if we say it enough.
I'm gonna tell you he's right because if you got $500,000 in the pot to win a tournament, those other tournaments nobody's even thinking about those, bro.
Right.
And you put it on, like he said, if you get a major sponsor, it could turn into, once you get into 500,000, close to $1 million, we talking BET.
Those type
We
of
talking
sponsors,
ESPN.
And I'm
He's
gonna be
right.
honest, I've never did a deal like that. So I'm just, hypothetically thinking. But that type of money for that short a time in New York City, in the social media world, I believe that sponsors want to get next to that.
100%.
I believe Nike or this one will want to say they represent the one tournament that's giving away 500, or they did the uniforms for, or they did the backboards for. I believe the radio stations, even if y'all did get play or
Yeah, we got play. Shout out to Shay Baby.
shout out to say baby and
That's one. No, not me.
out
Shay
to
Baby did nothing. That's one.
Nah, shout out to Shay Baby for putting us.
Yeah, Sus is the man for that.
Sus one. DJ
But
Sus
even
one.
that, and again, that's dope. But I know it's a lot of them, and there's different stations. Even they want to 500 is different. The money level allows people to want to get next to you for whatever reason, but it's helpful to the tournament. And the reason I asked that, which believe it or not, is because sponsorship allow us to not worry about giving 5,000 to 7th place and this and that. Because shit that you need the teams to pay for, you might get Nike to say, let's do the uniforms. And now we not paying a deposit in October for uniforms for tournament in June. You know what I'm saying?
What is feedback you have been receiving since you won this 100,000 from the Queen of Harlem? Since you had the big celebration, ADC, everything. ADC, I wasn't even there.
Fire.
I'm mad I wasn't there.
Yeah, you missed out.
I'm supposed to be there because I had an introduction for you. The 2025 Summer Coach of the Year.
Man.
Undefeated. You only lost in the All-Star game on some bullshit.
Yeah, the rugby
I
game.
get paid to say what I want to say. I get paid to say what I want to say. You only lost in
I
some
love
bullshit.
my boy slogans too.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Boy.
No, great question, man.
Yes.
Great question. Shit, I'm gonna break it down. Like, we got a lot of notoriety. You know what I mean? From DMs, and when I say notoriety, I mean shit that makes sense. Not like, oh, hey, congrats, but hey, how can we work with y'all next year? Or hey, is the big kid Keyshawn already done with school? I think that a lot of that's based from Boulevard Harlem, and I know it from the people it's coming from. You know, you go do a look or whatever, and you see that, oh shit, he's following Rel and Shay Baby. Oh, he like the real Jay Will. He got it from the tournament.
Got it.
And I think it was a lot of that. And again, being big on relationships, I was jacking that, man. Like, I probably got fucking 2,000 followers after winning the tournament on Instagram and shit like that. Just because of the hashtag.
They want to see you spend that money.
Queen posted us six, the money machine. You know what I'm saying? So
You in a balling up in Harlem video, shout out to Chuck Tags,
that's how I do
Vado.
everything.
Yeah, you know that.
I think like that, and again, that's, you know, we older and it's probably like, but in this world, that's big, those spins, because those same people that's reaching out to me, and it's been a handful to say, hey, I know you're with Viola, seems like y'all in a good space, but if there's any way I can help y'all financially and get behind y'all, I know for a fact, and I'm gonna elaborate a little bit on this question. No disrespect to the other tournaments, but winning Queen of Harlem, I'm a person that's been all over the place, lived in Kansas, Indiana. Those states reached out to me about winning Queen of Harlem. I've won the other tournaments, and I ain't had motherfuckers from the other states say, hey, yo, you won this tournament. I don't want to say no tournament because I don't want to act like. But this year, I had motherfuckers calling me from Texas, Idaho. Yo, you won 100,000? And I think, again, always thinking business minded, always thinking ready to help somebody. I think that's what the tournament did for me personally more than anything. Just open up doors, open up some relationships. And even being here is predicated to winning the tournament. Getting that party is predicated to winning the tournament. Now, meeting new people that's hustling, black guys doing what I'm doing. So if we ain't win, I wouldn't even be sitting here, you know what I mean? So
That's a fact. Are you concerned about next year for the 280, what the talent's gonna be like?
no, I mean, I think it's the same group of people.
You think it's the same niggas?
Same group of coaches. Everybody's gonna try to team up, but again, it's a lot of things that we have as an edge, and one thing we got is sacrifice and selfless. Our guys don't care who scores the most. Our guys don't care out of the 22, what's 12 I tell that morning.
That's a fact.
That's getting dressed. You know what I mean? Our guys don't
see
ask
that.
me for no money. So if you can't compete with that and get guys to line up and play, we're gonna be doing this shit again next
Well,
time.
when you say what 12 get dressed, what's your roster number?
He got 25 plays.
That's 25?
25, yeah. So every
So you dress them according to the matchups.
the matchups, the
That's
games,
crazy.
the tournament, the tournament, you know, niggas
No, you
not
him.
get eligible.
You him.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
him.
And we get to the buy-in.
Yeah, you him.
Buy-in, like,
That's good work.
That's the thing.
I'm not playing.
That's
today,
the
it's cool.
But that's
then they
the
still come, bro.
That's the thing for you.
On the bench,
Yeah.
in regular clothes.
They still show up. That's the loyalty and love. But that's the thing. That's the thing I say that separates you. You just said you don't give nobody no money. They show up for the respect of the game. They show up for the love of the culture, and that's one thing I respect about you. And I thank you for coming up today.
Thank you, bro.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it. My
Shout
guys,
out
yo,
to
listen,
Fred,
yo, my
man.
guys know you need 300 on a regular day. I got you. You need 300 to play basketball. Get out of here.
That's a-
Like, you feel me? That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yo, that's a wrap. Episode 2, The King of New York.
Yes,
Shout out to my
sir.
co-host Shay Baby.
Yo, everybody, subscribe, check in, show these brothers some love, hardworking brothers. Shout out to Queen of Harlem. Yo, keep doing y'all thing, fellas, man.
That's a
I'm
fact.
rooting for y'all, man.
100%. You know the vibes. You know what I say. Let's talk about it. Good night.
And nine, that's a dope name too. Let's talk about it.
Hey, yo, Vada, what up, huh? Queen of Harlem, what's up? Kareem Reed, A-Butter through the lane. Nigga, I control the Rodgers like I'm dead. Double say, ballin' up at Harlem, ballin' up at Harlem. I swear you don't want to start him, you don't want to start him. What? 100K, man, that shit ain't a problem. 100K, man, that shit ain't a problem. I be ballin' up at Harlem, ballin' up at Harlem. I swear you don't want to start him, you don't want to start him. 100K, man, that shit ain't a problem. 100K, man, that shit ain't a problem. I be ballin' up in Harlem, ballin' up in Harlem. I'm ballin' up in Harlem like my nigga Mitch. I was jacking Rico to the snitch. When them bases loaded, they gon' tell me pitch. We not the same, I'm chasing bread while you chasing bread. This must be slow.